안녕, 반가워. 난 이딸라 제키야. 오늘도 어김없이 나의 최미드 시트콤 프렌즈를 가지고 말하기 연습을 해볼게. 말하기 연습이니까 당연히 영어로만 할 수 있도록 해볼게. 영상 시작하기 전에 구독과 좋아요, 알람 설정 잊지 말고 댓글 많이 달아주길 바래. Yep. Today, also, we're gonna practice English with my favorite, I like the most, sitcom friends. Yep, today's the season 1 and episode 10 and the third clips. So, right, third clip, right? So let's get started practicing.
But tell me something. What does the phrase "no date pact" mean to you?
So tell me, tell me something? What did he say?
But tell me something.
Tell me
What does the
something. What
phrase
does the
"no date pact"
phrase no
mean to
date pact
you?
mean to you? So tell me something. Ross and Monica enter to the cafe, and while they're walking in to the door, Ross asked Monica. So tell me something. What does the phrase "no date pact" mean to you? So tell me something, Monica. What does the phrase "no date pact" mean to you?
I'm sorry, okay? It's just that Chandler has somebody and Phoebe has somebody. I thought I'd ask Fun Bobby.
I thought I'd asked Fun Bobby. I'm sorry, okay? It's just that Chandler has somebody and Phoebe has somebody. I thought I'd ask Fun Bobby. I thought I'd ask Fun Bobby. I thought I'd ask
Ask Fun Bobby. Thought I'd ask somebody. I thought I'd ask Fun Bobby.
thought I'd ask Fun Bobby. I thought I'd ask Fun Bobby. I'm sorry, okay? It's just that Chandler has somebody and Phoebe has somebody. I thought I'd ask Fun Bobby.
Fun Bobby, your ex-boyfriend, Fun Bobby? Yeah.
Fun Bobby? Your ex-boyfriend, Fun Bobby? Fun Bobby? Fun Bobby? Your ex-boyfriend, Fun Bobby? Fun Bobby? Your ex-boyfriend, Fun Bobby? Fun Bobby? Your ex-boyfriend, Fun Bobby?
You know more than one Fun Bobby?
You know more than one Fun Bobby? You know more than one Fun Bobby? You know more than one Fun Bobby? You know more than one Fun Bobby? You know more than one Fun Bobby?
I happen to know a Fun Bob.
I happen to know a Fun Bob. I happen to know a Fun Bob. I happen to know a Fun Bob.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
There's no room for milk.
Oh, there's no room for milk. There's no room for milk.
Oh, there's no room for milk.
There's no room for milk. There's no room for milk. There's no room for milk. There's no room. There's no room for milk. There's no room for milk.
Milk.
There, now there is.
There, now there is. There, now there's.
Okay, so on our no date evening, 3 of you now are gonna have dates.
Okay, so on our no date evening, 3 of you now have dates. Okay, so on our no date. Okay, so on our no date evening, 3 of you now have dates.
4.
Five.
Sorry, Paolo's catching an earlier flight.
Sorry, Paolo's catching an earlier flight. Sorry, Paolo's catching. Sorry, Paolo's catching an earlier flight. Sorry, Paolo's catching. Sorry, Paolo's catching an earlier flight. Sorry, Paolo's catching an earlier flight.
Yeah, and I met this really hot single mom at the store.
Yeah, and I met this really hot single mom at the store. Yeah, and I met this really hot single mom. Yeah, and I met this really hot single mom at the store.
What's an elf to do?
What's an elf to do? What's an elf to do? What's an elf to do? What's an elf to do? What's an elf to do?
Okay, so I'm gonna be the only one standing there alone when the ball drops?
So I'm gonna be the one. So I'm gonna be the only one standing there alone when the ball drops. Okay, so I'm gonna be the only one standing there alone when the ball drops. Standing there alone when the ball drops. Okay, so I'm gonna be the only one standing there alone when the ball drops.
Oh, come on. We'll have a big party and no one will know who's with who.
Yeah, well,
Oh, come on. We'll have a big party and no one will know who's with who. 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 And no one will know who's with who. Oh, come on. We'll have a big party and no one will know who's with who. No one will know who's with who. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. We'll have a big party. We'll have a big party and no one will know who's with who.
I'll know. Hey, this is so not what I needed right now.
Hey, this is so not what I needed right now. Hey, this is so not what I needed. This is so not what I needed right now. Hey, this is so not what I needed right now. This is so not what I needed right now. Hey, this is so not what I needed right now.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter?
It's Marcel.
It's Marcel.
He's angry with me again. I have no idea why. He just keeps shutting me out.
He's angry with me. He's angry with me. I have no idea why. He's angry with me. Oh, it's Marcel. He's angry with me. I have no idea why. He keeps shutting me out. Oh, it's Marcel. He's angry with me. He's angry with me. I have no idea why. I have no idea why.
No, me again. I agree with me. He's angry with me again. I have no idea why. Just idea why. Just
I have no idea why. He's angry with me again. I have no idea why. He just keeps shutting me out.
Just keeps shutting me out.
He keeps shutting me out.
He's walking around all the time, dragging his hands.
He's walking around all the time, dragging his hands. He's walking around all the time, dragging his hands. Oh, it's Marcel. He's angry with me again. He's angry again with me. I have no idea why. And he just keeps shutting me out, He's walking around all the time, dragging his hands.
That's so weird. I had such a blast with him the other night.
That's so weird. That's so weird. That's so weird. I had such a blast. I had such a blast with him the other night.
That's so weird. I had such a blast with him the other night.
Blast with him the other night. Blast with him the other night. I had such a blast with him the other night. That's so weird. I had such a blast with him the other night. Blast with him the other night. That's so weird. I had such a blast with him the other night. 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 I had such a blast with him the other. I had such a blast with him the other night. I had such a blast with him the other night. That's so weird. That's so weird. I had such a blast with him the other night. That's so weird. I had such a blast with him the other night. That's so weird. That's so weird. I had such a blast with him the other night.
Really?
Yeah,
Really.
played, we watched TV. That juggling thing is amazing.
Yeah, we played, we watched TV. That juggling thing is amazing. Yeah, we played, we watched TV. That juggling thing is amazing.
What juggling thing?
What juggling thing? What juggling thing?
With the balled up socks, I figured you taught him that.
With the balled up socks? I figured you taught him that. I figured you.
Balled up socks, I figured you taught him that.
I figured you taught him that. I figured you taught him that. I figured you taught him that. I figured you taught him that. With the balled up socks? I figured you taught him that.
No.
No.
You know, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, just balled up socks. It wasn't that big a deal. I mean, just not big. You know, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, just balled. You know, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, just balled up sock. Just balled up sock. I mean, just balled up sock. I mean, just balled up deal. I mean, just not big. You know, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, just balled up socks. Balled up socks. And a melon.
It wasn't that big a deal.
You know, it wasn't that big a deal. You know, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, just balled up socks. And a melon.
It wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't that big a deal. It's just balled of socks and a melon. Wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't that big a deal. It's just a bowl of socks and a melon.
Phoebe, hi.
Hi, Max. Hey, do you know everybody?
Phoebe, hi. Oh, hi, Max. Hey, do you know everybody?
No. Have you seen David?
No. Have you seen David?
No, he hasn't been around.
No, he hasn't been around. No, he hasn't been around. He hasn't been around. No, he hasn't been around. Been around.
No, he hasn't been around.
He hasn't been around.
If you see him, tell him to pack his bags. We are going to Minsk.
Well, if you see him, tell him to pack his bags. We're going to Minsk.
Tell him to pack his bags. We are going to Minsk.
We're going to Minsk. We're going to Minsk. We're going to Minsk. Well, if you see him, tell him Tell him to pack. Tell him to pack his bags. We're going to Minsk.
Minsk?
Minsk?
Minsk, it's in Russia.
Minsk. It's in Russia.
I know where Minsk is.
I know where Minsk is. I know where Minsk is. I know where Minsk is.
We got the grant. 3 years, all expenses paid.
We got the grant. We got the grant. 3 years. 3 years. 3 years. All expenses paid. All expenses paid. We got the grant. We got the grant. 3 years. All expenses paid.
And if you're gonna do Minsk, you know, that's the only way to go.
And if you're gonna do Minsk, and if you're gonna do Minsk,
Do Minsk. And if you're gonna do Minsk, you know, that's the only way to go.
you know that's the only way to go. You know that's the only way to go. And if you're gonna do Minsk, and if you're gonna do Minsk, you know that's the way. You know that's the way to go. You know that's the way to go. You know that's the way to go.
And if you're gonna do Minsk, you know, that's the only way to go.
You know that's the only way to go.
Do Minsk, you know, that's the only way to go.
You know that's the only way to go. You know that's the only way to go. You know that's the only way to go. And if you're gonna do Minsk, if you're gonna do Minsk, that's the only way to go.
So when do you leave?
So when do you leave? When do you leave? When do you leave?
January 1st.
January 1st. January 1st. January 1st. January 1st. January 1st. January 1st.
What? Hey,
Hello. Hi. Hi.
what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Well, Max told me about Minsk. So
Well, Max told me about Minsk. Max told me about Minsk.
So, you know, congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
This is so exciting.
This is so exciting. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. This is so exciting.
Yeah. It would be even more exciting if we were going.
It'd be even more exciting if we were going. If we were going. It'd be even more exciting if we were going. It'd be even more exciting.
Exciting.
Yeah. It would be even more exciting if we were going.
If we were going. It'd be even more exciting if we were going. If we were going. It'd be even more exciting. It'd be even more exciting if you're going. If you're going. If we were going. If we were going. It'd be even more exciting. It'd be even more exciting if you were going.
Oh, you're not going?
Oh, you're not going? You're not going?
Oh, why?
Oh, why?
Tell her, David. I don't want to go to Minsk to work with Lifson and Yamaguchi and Flank. Oh, no. I want to stay here and make out with my girlfriend.
Tell her, David. Tell her, David. I don't want to go to Minsk and work with Lipson and Yamaguchi and Flank. No. I want to stay here. I want to stay here and make out with my girlfriend. Make out with my girlfriend.
Thank you, Max. Thank you.
Thank you, Max. Thank you.
So you're really not going?
So you're really not going? You're really not going?
You're really not. So So you're really not going?
So you're really not going? 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 So you really not going? So you're really not going? So you're really not going? You're really not going? So you're really not going? So you're really not going?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. How can I leave you? I just found you.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just how can I leave you? How can I leave you? I just found you. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Just do. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
How can I leave you? I just found you.
How can I leave you? How can I leave you? How can I leave you? I just found you. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. How can I leave you? I just found you.
Oh, David.
Oh, David.
Okay, but what are you gonna do?
Okay, but what are you gonna do? Okay, but what are you gonna do? Okay, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. You decide.
I don't know. You decide. I don't know. You decide. I don't know. You decide.
Oh, don't do that.
Please.
Oh, don't do that. 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 Oh, don't do that.
Oh, no.
No, but
Please. Oh, no. No, but I'm asking.
I'm asking.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, but
No, but I can't do that.
I can't make
Your
No, but I can't make this.
thing, and I
No,
can't.
but I can't.
It's your thing, and but I can't make the decision.
Okay,
Please just-
stay.
Okay, stay.
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 Again, sweeping all the stuff on the table.
Getting so good at that.
You're getting so good at that. You're getting so good at that.
It was Max's stuff.
It was Max's stuff. It was Max's stuff. It was Max's stuff. And they kissed again. And we have left how many minutes? 11 minutes. Yeah, let's go further. Let's practice more, right? To reduce some minutes, play. To reduce some play. What's it called? The this one. I cannot think of the word. Yeah. Play minutes. I know it's not. 이 재생 시간을 play minutes. I don't know. To reduce this some minutes, because this is the third clips, right? Third video. So we have left one more video. So if we stop here, then we have left about 11 minutes to play, right? Playback, right? Is it playback? I don't know. Yeah. So it's very too long, to cover 11 minutes for the one video, right? So let's go further. Let's practice more, right? All right, let's skip it. Yeah.
I love this artichoke thing.
I love this artichoke thing. I think it's New Year party, right? New Year party, right? So Janice was invited, by Chandler. Chandler snapped, right? Chandler thought it was not a good idea, right? But he snapped, right? I love this artichoke. I love this artichoke thing. I love this artichoke thing.
Oh, don't tell me what's in it. The diet starts tomorrow.
Oh, don't tell me what's in it. The diet starts tomorrow. I love this artichoke thing. Oh, don't tell me what's in it. The diet starts tomorrow. I love this phrase. The diet starts tomorrow. I love this phrase because I've been on a diet for about for many years, so far, and I have not lost any kilogram or any tiny little kilogram was not lost from my body, So I think the diet is the most difficult thing one can achieve. One can successfully achieve, right? To the how can I say this? One cannot achieve the goal, right? On a diet, right? So I think the most difficult thing in the world is the diet, right? So I always say this. The diet starts tomorrow. Like every evenings, every dinners. I like to drink some beers or some alcohols with my family. I mean, yeah, on dinner. And I always say this. The diet starts tomorrow. So, yeah, don't tell me what to do. I can drink. I can control myself. I can drink a can of beer or a couple of can of beer, and I can stop drinking. So every time I drink at dinner. Yeah, every time I said the diet starts tomorrow, right? So I like this phrase, the diet starts tomorrow. I love this artichoke thing. Oh, don't tell me what's in it. The diet starts tomorrow.
You remember Janice?
You remember Janice. You remember.
You remember Janice?
You remember Janice.
You remember Janice?
You remember Janice. 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 You remember Janice.
Vividly.
Vividly, 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 vividly.
How are you? Oh, I am fantastic.
How are you? Oh, I am fantastic.
Now.
Now.
You know what's totally amazing?
You know what's totally amazing? You know what's totally amazing?
It's just like we've been back together for like what?
It's like we've been back together for what? It's like we've been back together for what? For what?
Like 10 minutes. And
Is that all?
Like 10 minutes. And is that all? Is that all?
and it's just like we were never apart,
And it's just like we were never apart. And it's like we were never apart. We were never apart.
I mean, of course we were, but
I mean, of course we were, but
forgive and forget.
forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget.
Well, forget.
Well, forget.
Hi, I'm Sandy.
Hi, I'm Sandy.
Sandy, hi. Come on.
Sandy, hi, come on in.
Hey. You brought your kids.
You brought your kids. You brought your kids. You brought your kids. You brought your kids.
Yeah, that's okay, right?
Yeah, that's okay, right? Yeah, that's okay, right?
Partay.
Partay, partay.
That thing is not coming in here.
That thing is not coming in here. That thing is not coming in here. That thing is not coming in here. In here. That thing is not coming in here.
That thing?
That thing?
This is how you greet guests at a party?
This is how you greet. This is how you greet. This is how you greet. This is how you greet guests at a party. This is how you greet guests at a party. This is how you greet guests at a party.
Let me ask you something. If I showed up here with my new girlfriend, she wouldn't be welcome in your home?
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. If I showed up here with my new girlfriend, she wouldn't be welcome. She wouldn't be welcome in your home. She wouldn't be welcome in your home. She wouldn't be welcome in your home. Let me ask you something. If I showed up here with my new girlfriend, she wouldn't be welcome in your home.
I'm thinking your new girlfriend wouldn't urinate on my coffee table.
I'm thinking your new girlfriend wouldn't urinate on my coffee table. Wouldn't urinate. I'm thinking your new girlfriend wouldn't urinate on my coffee table.
I was more embarrassed about that than anyone.
Okay, he was more embarrassed about that than anyone. He was more embarrassed about that than anyone. He was more embarrassed about that than anyone. He was more embarrassed about that than anyone.
Okay? And for him to have the courage to walk back in here like nothing happened.
Okay? And for him to have the courage to walk back in here like nothing happened. And for him to have the courage to walk back in here like nothing happened.
All right. Just keep him away from me.
All right. Just keep him away from me.
Thank you. Come on, Marcel. What do you say you and I do a little mingling?
Thank you. Come on, Marcel. What do you say you and I do a little mingling? Come on, Marcel. What do you say you and I do a little mingling?
All right, I'll catch up with you later.
All right. I'll catch up with you later. Catch up with you later. And we have 9 minutes left. Yeah, let's go. Let's practice more.
Oh my gosh! Rachel, honey! Are you okay?
Oh my gosh, Rachel, honey, are you okay?
Where's Paolo?
Where's Paolo?
Rome! Jerk missed his flight!
Rome, jerk missed his flight. Rome, jerk missed his flight. Rome, jerk. Rome, jerk missed his flight. Jerk missed his flight.
Oh, and then your face exploded?
And then your face exploded. And then your face exploded.
No. Okay. I was at the airport, getting into a cab.
No. Okay. I was at the airport. Getting into a cab.
When this woman, this blonde planet with a pocketbook.
When this blonde planet with a pocketbook
starts yelling at me.
Something about how it was her cab first.
Something about how it was her cab first.
And the next thing I know, she just starts pulling me out by my hair. And then the next thing, I know she just starts pulling me out by my hair.
And then I'm blowing my attack whistle thingy and
So I'm blowing my attack whistle thingy.
then 3 more cabs show up.
And then 3 more caps show up.
As I'm going to get into a cab, she tackles me.
As I'm going to get into a cab, she tackles me.
And I hit my head on the curb
And I hit my head on the curb. And I hit my head on the curb.
cut my lip on my whistle.
And cut my lip on my whistle. And cut my lip on my whistle.
Everybody having fun at the party?
Oh, everybody having fun at the party.
Are people eating my dip?
Are people eating my dip? Are people eating my dip? Are people eating my dip? All right. Any 8 minutes left, right? All right. This is it. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.